As we've gone through the life cycle of a star, I'm going to take you on an in-depth journey into the inside of an average star, aka our lovely sun. Our sun, the structure of our sun will give you some kind of clue to what a main sequence star looks like on the inside and in its atmosphere. So if you look at your foldable, you'll notice there are two different sections. There's 6 flaps total. 3 fall on the layer section, the other 3 fall on the atmosphere section. So right now we're going to talk about the layers, starting with the core. And inside your flap, you'll notice there's a picture, but the picture's not labeled. I want you to draw an arrow pointing to the core on your picture. It's kind of, well, it's not kind of, it is the center of the sun, just like the core of the earth. In the sun, it's its powerhouse. It's the powerhouse of a star. In the life cycle of stars, we've talked continuously about how usually the core collapses or we're left with just the core. It's where energy is produced. It's where fusion occurs. And in our sun, it's hydrogen into helium. Like I said before, we have enough hydrogen to last us at least 5 billion more years. Our next layer is the radiation zone. When you draw your arrow, it's the next section right after the core. And in the core, we're creating chemical energy. And in the radiation zone, that chemical energy is converted into light energy in the form of electromagnetic radiation. So that's where we get our light from, thanks to the radiation zone. And then our third layer of the sun is our convection zone. Draw your arrow there. And you can tell the convection zone is the convection zone because you see these little circular arrows drawn. Those circular arrows kind of show you that convection is a way to pass energy along. High temperatures rise, low temperatures sink, and that creates kind of a circular motion. And we call that convection. So in the convection zone of the sun, gases circle in giant swirls, passing energy along. It's just a way that we keep passing that energy along, that light energy, and a little bit of heat energy. Kind of a lot of bit of heat energy. And then the next section of your foldable is the atmosphere of the sun. And we're going to work our way from in to out, starting with the photosphere. The photosphere is the very edge of the sun. Let me draw a better arrow there. It is where light is first given off. And I circled the word photo there to indicate that, I don't know, I think that's a clue word. If you take a photo, light is given off to capture it. So in this photosphere, that's where light is first given off. Our next layer is the chromosphere, and that is just above the photosphere. I know they sound the same and that's confusing, but it's just the way it is. It's right above the photosphere, and that's just how your book defined it, as being right above it. It's just another area where the light continues to travel outward, because it has to eventually reach us. And then our last layer is the corona, which is above the chromosphere. We're still extending outward, and it actually extends millions of kilometers into space. When you look at the sun, which I'm not recommending you do because it can damage your eyes, you kind of see a band of light surrounding the sun. And that band of light you're seeing is the corona. And when you were in first grade and you drew pictures of the sun, you probably drew it with these kind of flames going off the side of it. Those flames were the corona. So when your little sibling's drawing a picture of the sun, you can be like, I love your corona on your sun. Or not. It's up to you. But the corona is kind of the band that surrounds the sun that extends millions of kilometers into space. And when you look at the sun, you can see it.